respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to the life of the city and this region. So I welcome everyone to International Yoga Day on behalf of Heartfulness. This day is to relax, learn and maybe even discover something new. To note, the toilets are downstairs and then to the left, and also the fire exit in case of an emergency. There will be photos and videos taken today, so if you're not okay with that, please let us know and figure something out. So today's agenda is quite packed, so let's get started. We will start with a yoga session led by Chantel. At the end of the yoga session, we will experience a brief heartfulness relaxation meditation session led by Pooja. She is one of our trainers. Heartfulness meditation is a unique sort of meditation that is free of charge and utilises the power of gentle, positive energy called transmissions. So I'll pass over to Chantel to say a few words and lead us through this yoga class. Thank you.
Alright, morning everyone. Can everybody hear me? Is the sound decent enough for everyone at the back as well? Yep, all good. Alright, well thank you and welcome to International Yoga Day celebrations. I actually had a little Google this morning just to check if I was in line with what this day actually means. 10 years ago it was formalised in India as a way of bringing awareness to yoga. So you're helping us raise awareness of yoga and maybe experiencing some of the really vast and great benefits that yoga can bring. So the bit that I'm going to be practicing, because yoga is a vast topic, so we're just doing asana today for 30 minutes with me, which is just on a physical level. And I'm going to start off with some breath work just to get us sort of settled into the space, just get the body a little bit calm and ready to start with the physical postures. So if I can just talk through Nadi Shidan, it's a practice I'm going to do. We'll probably do that for about 5 minutes. It is a breath method that helps to clear the simple channels of the body. So it is alternate nostril breathing. So you breathe in through the one side, out through the other, and then through the other side, back out, and that's one cycle. If you find that you're experiencing shortness of breath, if you're at all congested, if you start getting pressure behind the forehead or in the chest, just stop the practice and just go back to your regular breathing. It shouldn't be a laboured breath, it should be a joyous, pleasant experience for you to go through. So what we'll do is we'll just begin by putting our hands into the mudra, so that's index finger and thumb together, and just resting it softly on the knees. And just wriggle around a little bit if you need to. You want to be super comfortable. So we're going to spend a few minutes here, and if you can't get comfortable, the breath's not going to flow really well in and out the body. So if you need to make adjustments, do. Okay, and then we'll start by preparing the right hand. So you're going to fold the index finger and the middle finger into the palm of the hand, leaving the ring finger and the thumb exposed. And then take the ring and the thumb and just travel down the nose until your fingers hit the flare of your nose, of your nostrils. And just rest it softly there. So when we breathe, we press the thumb onto the flare of the nostril, and that'll open up the left nostril. And likewise, when you press the ring finger down, the right nostril opens. So just leave both nostrils open for now. You can close the eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. And then we'll exhale together, synchronizing our breath. And inhale through both nostrils. Now closing your left nostril and exhale through the right. And our practice begins now. Inhale through right, close, and exhale left. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhale left, close, exhale right. Inhale. Just try a few breaths at your own pace. So inhale right. When you're ready, Gently open the eyes. We'll start practice. So just swing your legs back behind you. And we'll come into cat-cow, into a kneeling position. So we're going to do what's called Vinyasana or cat-cow. This particular posture is really good for mobilizing the spine. So spreading the hands nice and wide so the fingers are spread out. Grip the fingertips into the floor and just move the shoulders forward just a little bit so that they're directly over the wrists. And then check that the knees are the width of the hips, tops of the feet are on the mat. And we'll start with an in-breath and extend the head and the neck forward. Exhale, tuck the chin into chest and tuck the tailbone up. Inhale, extend forward. Really allow the breath to flow into the body. Exhale, tuck the chin into chest. Tuck the tailbone up. Inhale, forward, extend, lift the chin. Lift the sit bones up. Feel the lengthening through the spine. Exhale, tuck the chin into chest. Tailbone tucks under. Inhale, forward once more. Extend. And I'm going to ask you to pause. And then inhale a little bit further. See if you can go a little bit deeper. And then exhale, tuck the chin into chest. Tuck the tailbone under. Pause. A little bit deeper if you can. And then return the spine back to neutral position. Now step the right foot forward. We're going to try a high lunge. So hands are either side of the front foot. And then tuck the back toes under. Now without pushing the hips up to the sky, see if you can just lift the knee, the back knee off the floor. And push into the ball of the front foot. Feel the strength coming through the legs. And push the back heel down towards the mat. So this is horse riding stance. It's a high lunge position. It's a really strength building for the legs. And the gaze is just forward, softly to the front of the mat. We're not putting any strain through the neck. Make sure the breath is flowing. Take the back knee down. Switching over to the other side. Take the right leg back. Step the left foot forward. Step the knee over the ankle. Hands are either side of the foot. Tuck the back toes under. And lift the knee off the floor. Adjust your gaze so that you're looking just to the front edge of your mat. No strain through the neck at all. You want to feel strength coming through the legs. Push into the ball of the front foot to create more energy. And then see if you can take the back heel a little bit down towards the mat. Breath is steady. So from here, if you can, step the back foot forward. We're going to come to stand. If you need to lower the back knee, bring the hands a little forward and then step. Okay, keep the hands down and just fold. And then uncurl the spine all the way up to standing. That off. Wall. Okay, so we're going to start with and step the right foot back behind so that the left knee is forward. And you can lunge into your left knee. So the back foot's turned out to a bit of an angle. Now adjust your hips so they square up forward. The lunge is such that the knee is directly above the ankle. Good. And then take a breath in. Take the arms up. And look up to the raised hands. If you haven't got your breath, re-establish it. And take the hands back down, back to your waist. Step the back foot forward, switch to the other side. Take the left leg back, turn the toes out to an angle. Square up your hips and then lunge into your front knee. Just check that the knee is over the ankle. And then inhale when you're ready, raise the arms up. If your neck's okay, you can look up to the raised hands. half salute down to the floor. Bring the hands next to your sides. We'll exhale together, synchronizing our breath. And then inhale, lift the arms up, look up to your thumbs. On the exhale, fold forward. Take the hands to the floor if you can, tuck the nose into knees. With a breath in, look up. Step the right foot back into that lunge. Take the knee down to the floor. Take the left foot back and come to your neck. Take the hands to the knees and just settle down through that space. If you have issues through the knees, extend the legs forward. This posture is actually really good to ease the digestive system. So if you ever feel like your tummy is not right, you can sit like this for a few minutes and it really helps to restore that. Bringing that twist into the posture. Take the right hand back behind you and fold the left hand over the knee. And then twist looking back behind you. And then inhale, looking forward. We're going to switch sides. So take the left hand back, take the right hand over the knee, twist. Forward, hands forward, put them on the floor next to you and swing the legs out. Extend them along the mat. Uttanasana, forward bending. Try and move the flesh from the sit bones back behind you. So if you've got a forward tilt coming through the pelvis, lift your knees up a little bit and the calf muscles up the mat so you're not locking through the knees. You can put a little bit of weight into the palms of the hands to get some length through the body. And then push the heels forward, pull the toes towards you. Then take the arms up and extend. Try and get nice and tall here. Push your sit bones back behind you. And then exhale, fold. Now if you've got back issues, bend the knees a lot. If that's okay, quite stretching the back of the legs, you can keep them a little bit straighter. Once you've got hold of something, it can be the shins, the ankles, the toes. Lift the chest and try and find that little bit more and ask the body to go a little bit deeper. And then exhale, fold. You can see where you can go. So lots of awareness in forward bends. And once your body is at its edge, you start tapping into your breath. So use your breath to breathe through any areas of tension. You can scan your body, feel where you've got tightness. It might be the calf muscles, it might be the hamstrings, maybe it's the top of the back. Just notice where that's happening for you and see if you can breathe into that space. Inhale, come back up to sitting. So forward fold again, maybe with a little bit more length, so take the arms up, extend, push the sit bones back behind and fold. See if you can go a little bit further this time. Lift the chest and fold. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, come back up to sitting. Bend your right knee and then take the knee out to the side. Now for those that have lots of space through the hips, you may be able to move your heel right into your groin. I'm just going to show it in a little bit of a gentler way, especially if you've got pain through the knees. So you can pull the flesh from that sit bone back so that you open up the hip on that side. Extend and lengthen. And then exhale, fold. With a lot of awareness in your body. Bend that knee on the straight leg side just a little bit so that you're giving your body a little bit of space if there's tightness inside it. Breathing with awareness. And just breathing through the areas of tension. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, extend the leg forward, back along the mat, and change to the left side. So bend the knee. Make sure you close the knee. It is a limber joint, so you want it closed. Bring the foot in towards the thigh, right up if it'll go. Adjust your sit bone back behind you. Square up your fists. Take a breath in, extend, and exhale, fold towards the foot or wherever you can reach. Once you've got hold of something, inhale, look up, extend the chest forward, and then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. So roll down onto the mat, pull your knees in towards your chest, and just make circles with the knees. So take them clockwise, take them anti-clockwise. What we're trying to do here is release any tension that's built up through the sacrum. And once you feel like the back's released, just extend the legs along the mat, bring the hands next to your sides, palms pointing upwards, and you can close the eyes and spend a few moments in rest. So that's Shavasana, what you call corpse pose. So extend your legs along the mat. Good. And then take a nice deep breath in. We're going to clench the fists, curl the toes under, bring tension into the body. Inhale, hold the breath. And then as you exhale, double breath out the nose and let all the tension go. Try one more time. Inhale, curl the toes under, fist the hands, clench the face. Pause. And then exhale, just release all tension. And then just let the breath flow nice and steady.
And a practitioner for more than 2 decades, and a local psychiatrist but who practices lifestyle medicine. So today what I'm going to talk about are some of the experiences which I do in my clinical practice, but the main role is to make you all understand that whatever we did today, they are not cannot be practiced in silos, rather they are all complementary to each other. And also all of you taking a time to come here. And so in next half an hour to 45 minutes, I'll just go through some of the crux of what we should all be doing as a part of lifestyle medicine. Now, it's always good to have a look at the Australian Health Report Card, because report card gives us the data and also the reflection that how all of us are in our life. Now, it may not be font size, maybe a bit small, but Australia lies somewhere over here. So we are, all of us on an average are going to live for up to 82 years, okay, according to the health statistics of the world, which is not a bad number. Others, our predecessors are hardly few months to up to a year more than us, so it is not a bad thing. But the important point is, do we want to add life to years or years to life? Okay. I repeat again, do you want life to years or years to life? If you want to have life to years, then certainly we need to make certain lifestyle changes. Otherwise what happens is, yes, we may be living longer, but chances are we will be depending on health system which has already been compromised and going from doctors and appointments. So this is where the lifestyle medicine comes into place. Now, according to the global burdens of diseases, Lancet, which is a very well-established medical journal, talked about that we have a diet which is very low in a lot of fruits and veggies. Okay. And we eat a lot of processed foods, and we do not have healthy nuts and seeds and fibers and healthy fats. And our diet is full of processed foods. And this is a common trend across various countries in the world, including Australia. So one of the common trends which we talked about in Australian setup is a SAD diet, which is an acronym for Standard American / Australian Diet. And this is what our lifestyle choices are, which we see mainly in the processed foods. Now, this was a very startling statistics that 95% of Australians do not eat 5 serves of veggies every day, and kids are even worse. So, which means that a major chunk of our diet lacks the fibers in our diet, and whenever we are lacking fibers in our diet, it's a recipe for our disaster, especially when it comes down to our gut health and immune health. So this is something which you need, all of you need to ponder upon, that first of all, what does 5 serves means, and then are we eating enough veggies in our diet. We have got too much of weight and less enough exercise, and as a result of that, a lot of lifestyle illnesses comes as a gift. Okay? And this is what leads to series of epidemic problems, and no health budget in the world can ever compete or get around with the chronic diseases, because we call it as a bottomless pit. And so which means that you may be going around various facilities, but if you are not making lifestyle changes, chances are we are not going to be there. Now, this is a very startling figure which was published way back in 2005, and I think this still holds true, that a lot of newborns which are born have got of toxic metabolites, and especially I went through a study from an Indian subcontinent where breast milk was studied, which is one of the purest form of nutrition, and some of the markers of the pollutants were several folds higher than the cutoff. So what would happen to those kids? And this is one of the reasons why in our continent, including Australia as well, that several neurodevelopmental disorders are on the rise, and autism, ADHD, and including mental health is one of them. Now, Australia is one of the countries which has got a highest rate of antibiotics prescribed. Okay. Now, there was an estimate that pharmaceutical benefit schemes, when we are prescribed an antibiotic and we don't use it, we either give it to the pharmacy, almost close to more than 20 tons of the medical pharmaceutical are destroyed, which are of no use. Now, whenever we are taking an antibiotic, what we are doing, we are killing both healthy and unhealthy terrains, and as a result of that, you get a series of health conditions. Often, unfortunately, GPs are not reluctant in prescribing an antibiotic for a cold and flu, which can be resolved with a lot of healthy choices or making some changes. Now, our closest cousin, chimpanzees, are better than us in consuming grains. So when we talked about our fiber content in the diet, our closest cousins eat a lot. Now,